There are a lot of drivers who can take the initiative here and go for victory. Only one driver that's going to get to do so. Everybody else will just be chasing their tails. So Ariel Elkin and Hugo Besson, Ollie Greenall and Sebastian Hedin, Ellie Goldstein and Sam Shaw from Marcus Luzio and Paul Cayos, Herolina Rodini, Louis Johnston-Cool, Kevin Rabin and Ruben Moya from Onzo de Cruz and Eric Genet, Jan Duran and Adrian Mustienes, Bart Harrison and Eduardo Villa from Lewis Bird and Alberto Paul, Obelt Moore, Angus Mulsdale, Julian Carmen and Nathan Joliet, Jan Ruthen and Hugo Jalard, Delana Waylands and Juan Aluya, Nicholas Mulbach and Federico Scalvini, Adrian Margiulio, Gabriel Nicolay, and then Mikel Marino, Alejandro Hugue, JP Slater, and William Luis. So here come the drivers. Elkin on the inside, Besson on the outside. Are we going to go racing? Yes, we do. Great start from Elkin. Not a great start from Greenall, but he does get into second regardless. Besson is able to go with him as they go down to the first couple of corners. Now Greenall has been able to sort it out. Goldstein with a good start as well to get into third position. Everybody's got through turn 2. What about turn 4? Drivers trying to make a move or two for position. Has everybody got through? A couple of bits of dust thrown up, but in essence, everybody's still pointing in the right direction. So the top 3, Elkin, Greenall, Goldstein. Some good moves from them as they work their way on the first lap. And Nathan Joliet has been able to get going again. Only Hugo Jalard did not start. So the battles continue. As just behind the top 6, we've got battles raging with 2 of the Lando Kart chassis, I think, having a bit of a battle there. Louis Johnston-Cool going wheel to wheel by a battle with Marcus Luzio there by the look of it. But Ariel Elkin running a great race at the start of this. Hugo Besson has had to fall into 4th position in front of Sebastian Hedin of Sweden. Here comes Goldstein, working again on the back of Ollie Greenall. But the man they're struggling to catch is the Israel driver, Ariel Elkin. Still having a very solid race at the moment. Having fought his way through in as very strong a position as he can be. So Ariel Elkin out in first position, looking good for another win. But Ellie Goldstein in third, tucks up right behind Ollie Greenall in the hope that he can work his way back through the pack again. And the drivers are pushing very hard to try and bait a moment. Here's Goldstein on the inside of Greenall. P2. No problems for the Belgian. So Ellie Goldstein into second place. A good start for the EGP Racing Team driver there. And in 4th place, that looks to me like the fast charging Ruben Moya. So Ruben Moya is making good impacts in this one as well, as he now fights his way through to 4th position. So Ruben Moya on home soil, clearly finding some good speed in the car. We heard from him just prior to the race, so not exactly a surprise to see him fighting his way forward. Now Ollie Greenall going with Ellie Goldstein. They're trying to get the gap down to Ariel Elkin. Goldstein runs out wide. And that's enough for Ollie Greenall to lose a little bit of ground as well. So Goldstein and Greenall running in 2nd and 3rd positions at the moment. Greenall just trying to give a little bit of support to Ellie Goldstein as they go through on the far side of the course. They continue as they tighten up. Ariel Elkin, the VDK driver on the Kart Republic chassis, still going well. 2 karts from the OTK group, 2nd and 3rd. Goldstein on the Tony Kart, Greenall on the Cosmic. And then in 4th place, that is Ruben Moya, running a very competitive race on the Pantano chassis as he runs through to try and close up on the leading trio. Everybody's kept it pretty much to themselves at the moment, no problems, and certainly no slip-ups from anybody at this stage. So the racing's definitely going to be tight to the finish of the way things currently look. Elkin still holds the lead from Goldstein, who is towing along the line nicely. And it looks as though Goldstein might get a move on Elkin before Greenall gets one on Goldstein. Up to the hairpin. No change. Goldstein and Greenall just waiting for their moment. Ruben Moya, the fastest driver on track on the Pantano chassis. And the Pantano Racing Team running well there. Ruben Moya just keeping it very nice and neat at the moment. So still the drivers battle and quest for position. So who's going to get the ultimate opportunity? Some good battles all the way through. Elkin is definitely trying to shake off Goldstein. Goldstein looking much stronger there than he was in earlier heats. So Ellie Goldstein may be about to upset the party here. He's getting closer to the VDK Racing driver. That's the team he used to race for, of course, when he ran in his national Belgian colours. But Ellie Goldstein is now close up behind EGP Racing, looking for their first win of the weekend, with Ellie Goldstein right on the back of the VDK of Ariel Elkin. But also there for the hunt is Ollie Greenall on the Fusion. So it's not done yet. Greenall's going to make his move first. Greenall gets into second. So Goldstein now looking to assist Greenall to pull closer to Ariel Elkin. Ruben Moyer is gaining on both of them. A little run deep from Ariel Elkin, just a little bit wide of the mark, but he's fine. He's able to keep the kart nice and planted. So Greenall still hunting for the lead of this race. Ariel Elkin, the Israeli driver, doing a great job at the moment as he runs in position. Second place for Greenall, third place for Goldstein, fourth place for Ruben Moyer. And then we have in fifth position RGMMC, who's made good progress, getting past Sebastien Hedin and Hugo Besson, with Sam Shaw in 8th, Paul Cayos is 9th, and Eduardo Villa running in P10 at the moment. 5 down, 4 to go. So tough to call a winner in this one. Elkin looks strong, so does Greenall. Here goes Greenall for the lead into turn 2, and there's space enough for Goldstein. Elkin won't let it happen though. And now Greenall's holding his line. Watch for Ruben Moyer. He can sprint out of the hairpin and get past at least Goldstein. Maybe even get alongside Greenall as well. But he doesn't make it happen. Four karts very close together. Podkayos gets the fastest lap of the race. What a move from Goldstein. And Elkin goes off again. Ariel Elkin drifts wide. This time he only falls to 4th. But that's the second time Elkin's been on the rough stuff today. Not good news from his point of view. And now Ruben Moyer has gone into second as a result of all of that. So Ruben Moyer is looking to give the Pantano Racing team a win in their first appearance in the IAME Euro Series. Out of the final turn, 3 laps to go. Ruben Moyer's prowess and knowledge of the circuit is going to pay dividends here, but can Greenall keep him back? Ruben Moyer pushing hard in second position. This could go their way. Goldstein still in third. So let's see what happens here. Moyer's going to go for the move, and Ruben Moyer hits the front. Ruben Moyer and the Pantano team get into the lead of the race for the first time today in Senior X30. So far, so good for Ruben Moyer, but can he hang on to it? Because with 2.5 laps left, Greenall and Goldstein are very close together. Goldstein has a think about it. Greenall is ready to keep him at bay. So those two are obviously going to be very close for the entirety of the rest of this race. But Ruben Moyer leads, and this is going to be a groundbreaking one. Goldstein dives in on Greenall. Good overtake from Ellie Goldstein. That was nicely planted. He gets by. And Ollie Greenall is looking to try and get for some retaliation. But so far, so good for the man out front, Ruben Moyer. This is exactly what the Pantano Racing team wanted. And there's a great chance for them. Goldstein and Greenall, second and third. Fourth is Elkin, and fifth place is RGMMC. So Greenall, hovering over the back bumper of Ellie Goldstein, has got to think for an opportunistic overtake. Doesn't want to push it too hard here. Has to think quite sensibly and quite conservatively about where the move's going to come. Still the battles rage out on the circuit. And I can tell you from 7th position downwards, it's an absolute lottery. We've got one kart parked out on the sidelines. That is Nathan Joliet. There is actually a second, which is Alejandro Huguet. 2 karts that have definitely had their fair share of bad problems already this weekend, and it hasn't got any better for them. So now there is just going to be 1 lap left for Ruben Moyer. Can he hang on to the victory in the lead of the race here and give Pantano their first heat win in the IAME Euro Series on their first appearance? Goldstein and Greenall are getting closer still though. Goldstein is right there. Moyer's going to move to cover. Goldstein to the lead. Brilliant from Ellie Goldstein. Used the slipstream to good effect and storms by. Moyer is still there in second, covering Ollie Greenall. But in fourth now, Elkin is under pressure from RGMMC. Greenall side by side with Goldstein. Can he get the lead? No, Moyer holds second. Ruben Moya's got one last bid really on Ellie Goldstein here, and it's coming up to the next hairpin, and Goldstein knows it. He holds the card in the middle of the road. There's a little love tap, but it's enough to keep Goldstein in front. Ruben Moya second, Greenall third, Elkin fourth, Jenny fifth. It's going to go anybody's way. Watch for Polkayos in sixth as well. Moya tries, can't get past Goldstein. Greenall keeps Polkayos behind him. Elkin's going to drop to sixth if he don't go. Moya gets there. Oh my word, what a move from Ruben Moya. Out of the final turn, it's going to be a dash to the line. Who's going to get there? It's Goldstein. I can't believe it. Goldstein by 24 thousandths of a second. Less than half a second between Goldstein, Moya and Greenall at the flag. A three-way dash to the line, and Ellie Goldstein just takes it. That could not have been any closer. Half a second covers the top six over the line. How close do you like your racing? It doesn't get much closer than that. Senior X30, that was a three-way fight to the line. I really hope there were some photographers capturing that as they came across the line, because that was magically close. But Ellie Goldstein by 24 thousandths of a second, not even a quarter of a tenth of a second. He hangs on and takes his first win of the weekend, and deservedly so. What brilliant racing there. Goldstein takes the win from Ruben Moya and Ollie Greenall, and look at that, not even a tenth between the top three. Eric Genet and Ariel Elkin from Polkayos and Herbertsmoor, Sebastian Edin and Marcus Lutzio. Then Eduardo Villa completes the top 10. Sam Shaw is 11th in front of Anzo Cruz and Juan Aluja. Herelin Nerodini is in front of Bart Harrison. Alberto Paul ahead of JP Slater, and Mikel Marino is 18th. In 19th place it is Jan Duran in front of Louis Johnston Cool, Federico Scalvini and Julian Carmen from Kevin Rabin and Lewis Bird, Angus Mulsdale, Nicholas Mühlbach from Gabriel Nicolay, William Louis and Jan Rothen from Delano Waylands, Adrian Margiulio, Hugo Besson, Adrian Mustienes, and then the retirements, Alejandro Huguet and Nathan Joliet, with Hugo Jalard unable to take the start.